Welcome, Milano family, to another fabulous episode of the Milano Cooking Show. And today we're going to be making these lovely bad boys. These are cinnamon rolls, and they're so simple. So I'm going to tell you a secret. We're collaborating with the DeBordieu Stroll Magazine. And each month they have someone that they have a recipe from in their area in DeBordieu. So we've collaborated. And the lovely, hold on, Beth Tomlin, this is from her mother, Joanna Petrie. I apologize if I'm saying you're pronouncing the name wrong. This is her family recipe that she actually submitted to us and to Stroll Magazine. So we made it. This is not my recipe. I was so nervous that when I made it, I didn't know what to expect. But as I showed you, it looks fantastic. So the recipe is going to be down below. And if you want to be on the Milano Cooking Show, you can also submit your recipe too. So we look forward to it. Anyway, the recipe is going to be down, and we're going to taste this in just a minute. Watch this. All right. So with our collab, we're doing some cinnamon rolls, which I've never made before. So this is a test for me and you, and I'm going to give you my great opinion, or my humble opinion. So we're starting off with some Pepperidge Farm. You can do white or wheat bread. And you cut off the crust. So I already cut off some. So let's just see how many I'm going to make. And what we're going to do is we're going to take cream cheese, and we let it sit at room temperature. Probably should be at room temperature a little longer because it's going to be a struggle to mix it up. But we need 8 ounces of cream cheese. Okay. And I have my fork, thank goodness. And we're going to put half a teaspoon of vanilla. This is a quarter, so we're going to do a little more. Alrighty, and then we're going to take an egg yolk. So I already actually tossed the white, and we're going to mix that up. I'm going to get rid of this spoon for now because obviously this is going nowhere. And once we mix it thoroughly, we're going to put it onto our little crustless bread slices. So we're going to mix this up. And again, you really do need to let the cream cheese sit, or else you'll be struggling, as I am right now. Yes, and the dangly bracelet, Dana, it's there again. I'm going to try and keep it away from the bowl. Anywho, so this is cream cheese, vanilla, and the yolk of an egg. We're going to mix it thoroughly. Put them on sliced bread, and then eventually, after we cover all of them, which I would do in that order, is putting all of this together, and we're going to make it into a little tube. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut them in half. So you'll end up with the little bread rolls that have the cream cheese, look at this, vanilla and egg inside. So I'm going to keep continuing with this. I did not do the entire loaf because I've never made this recipe before. So this is how they look flat. This is how they're going to look rolled up. So we're going to roll these up. And again, it's almost using the cream cheese as kind of like an adhesive, to keep them rolled up and staying together. So we're going to roll them up nicely. Alrighty. So now we're going to carefully cut them each in half. So you're going to end up with little rounds. So we have our little rolled up bread here. Let's just take a little peek at what this looks like. Okay. Then we take our sugar, and we have a half a cup of sugar. I'm just going to put it on a plate. So half a cup of sugar on a plate. We're going to put about a teaspoon or so of cinnamon I'm going to mix up here. You really want to get it mixed up because you want to get that cinnamon to go in each of your cinnamon rolls. So we've got our melted butter that's here. I have my little hat on it. Just going to take it off. So we're going to dip in the butter. Then we're going to dip into the sugar and the cinnamon. So let's see how this goes. Dipping. Oh, it's going to be one of those messy things. We should have gloves. Yeah. Dip and roll. So I'm going to do a little dip and stick so we can see how they look. Okay, so that's how it's going to look, and I'm going to continue with these. So fast forward. As I mentioned before, I didn't judge how much of the bread. So I'm cutting a few more slices. I think I actually cut too many, but. And if you want to not waste your crusts, the birds are always a little hungry. So let's just keep them aside. Put them over here. Okay, so let's go back to putting on some more of the cream cheese. Now at the baking stage, okay, and pardon my hands, but it looks fantastic. Look at this, and we haven't even put it in the oven yet. So, as I mentioned, the oven 350, and this is going to be for about 12 minutes or so. Okay, so as I mentioned, 350. Let's count it for, let's do 13 minutes and take a little peek. So, all right, you guys, grow and be perfect. Right now, we'll see you in 13 minutes or so. Okay, so I had it in the oven for about 13 minutes or so, and I took a peek. And remember, this is not my recipe. I did it a little longer, just because there's a raw egg that's inside. I felt that it needed to be more so bubbling at the bottom. So I went for about 25 or so minutes. So, and I just took a peek a couple minutes ago, but yeah, this is perfect. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Look at this. All right, guys, so I was a little nervous. It's hot. But now we're going to do a test. So let's just see. And these are so simple. I did, though, and I mentioned earlier, increase the cooking time a little longer. But let's just take this out, and I'm going to do a live taste test. Let's see what happens. And it's hot. Oh my gosh. It's really, really good. Hold on. Beth Tomlin and your mother, Joanna Petrie, this is their recipe. I just made it for you, Milano family out there, and it's just wonderful. So hopefully I will see you potentially in the Milano showroom, or I'll see you on the next episode of the Milano Cooking Show. We will see you real soon.